Okay, ma, let us start the class now. Today we are going to discuss regarding to Indigenous Banker. See, here I have presented a flow chart regarding to the Indian money market. The Indian money market have been classified into two more, particularly regarding to organized as well as unorganized. And once again, the cooperative sector. The cooperative sector will be also supposed to come regarding to organized sector itself. But while speaking regarding to money lenders, indigenous bankers, as well as chit funds, they are classified under the group of unorganized. So let us try to understand literally what is organized and unorganized sector. Whenever there are set of rules and regulations or a prescribed manner, then such kind of things are supposed to called as organized sector. And unorganized sector, the people or the system here, they themselves they are supposed to frame their guidelines and they will be working according to their own wish. Then they are going to be called as unorganized sector. So today our topic is indigenous bankers, and these indigenous bankers they fall under the system of unorganized sector. Now, let us see the definition part regarding to indigenous banker. Any individual or private firm receiving deposits and dealing in hundis or lending money. Once again repeating, any individual or private firm receiving deposits and dealing in hundis or lending money. And the definition has been given by Indian Central Banking Inquiry Committee. Now, let us try to understand the literal meaning regarding to the indigenous banker. This is the oldest form of banking system. I think each and everyone are aware regarding to the money lenders. Who are these money lenders? The people who are supposed to lend their money to the common public are called as money lenders. And there is a slight difference between indigenous banker as well as money lenders. Here, money lenders, the people just they will be lending money out of their pockets. But indigenous bankers, whereas they will be accepting deposits as well as they will be lending money. Once again, I am repeating, money lenders, they are just lending money out of their pockets to the common public. But whereas coming regarding to the indigenous bankers, they are also lending money. At the same time, they are also accepting deposits. That means the indigenous bankers, they are doing banking activities or primary functions of banking. You know, the major primary function of banking is nothing but accepting deposit and lending loans. The same kind the indigenous bankers they are also doing over. For this reason, here they have given as any individual or private firm receiving deposits and dealing in hundis or lending money. And here comes the terminology regarding to hundi. So what does a hundi mean? So nowadays the hundis are not there, ma. It has been replaced by bills of exchange. So I think as a commerce student, you are aware regarding to bill of exchange, and in this part, I am not supposed to deal regarding to bills of exchange. It is another topic. So if on one another fine day it comes over, then definitely I will be explaining. So hundis are nothing but they are also a type of bills of exchange. So these uh, indigenous bankers they will be accepting deposits as well as hundis and lend their money. This is the oldest form of banking system that has been seen in India, in Indian culture. Nowadays also, these indigenous bankers are available somehow. But these people or this segment completely they are unorganized sector. That means there are no rules, no frameworks, and no government is supposed to control this kind of systems. That's why we are calling as unorganized sector. Okay, let me take a short break and let me see how many of you understood the definition part here. If yes, please give thumbs up, or if you are having any doubts, please raise hand. Thank you, Omar. What about the other students? Have you understood the definition part, ma? If anyone is having any doubt, please raise hand and I will be giving the permission. Thank you, Shobarani. Okay, there is no response from another students. Okay, let me go with the topic. Right. Now, let us see the characteristics of indigenous banker. Okay, before going regarding to the characteristics of indigenous banker, here these indigenous bankers in some areas they will be calling as Shettiars, Shettis, as well as Baniyas, Jains, Marwaris. In this manner, they will be calling as. Right. Now, now let us see the characteristics of this indigenous banker. Ma, please, someone is continuously interrupting me, ma. Please don't do such activities. Right. Now let us see the characteristics of these indigenous bankers. So what are the characteristics of indigenous bankers? They accept deposits and deal in hundis. Modern bankers do not deal in hundis but in bills of exchange. That's what I have given clarification in the first instance itself. So in olden days, the people, they have a form called as hundis. So these indigenous bankers, definitely they will be accepting or deal the hundis. It is nothing but discount of bill. It is nothing but discount of bill. But now modern bankers, they have replaced these hundis with bills of exchange. Now coming to the second point. Operations of these bankers are free from formalities and delays. Yes. So operations, that means the working of these bankers are free from formalities. Formalities are nothing but the rules and regulations. If you are going to have loan or deposits in any banks, definitely some kind of formalities as well as some sort of delay will be happening. But when you are approaching this kind of people, definitely it is very much guaranteed that the formalities or delays, there will be no such delays and formalities, because these indigenous bankers, they will be operating for a stipulated place itself. That means they have been confined their operations only to one particular region. That means they will be knowing the activities of that particular customer very eventually. For that reason, as he is very much related towards the customer, definitely the formalities will be not seen up, and whatever the money or arrangement that you want to happen, easily he will be making the operations. For that reason, there will be no delay as well as no formalities when you are supposed to approach this indigenous banker. And now coming regarding to the third point, establishments are small and economical. That's what I have said. These people, they are not going to operate in large sector. They will be confined to a small sector. Let me say a street or a village or a area. So their establishment, and they look regarding to the only small areas. So whenever they are not going or expanding their business, then definitely we can say it will be an economical in manner. Next, provide finance to traders, artisans, as well as small industrialists. So here, uh, not only particularly these traders, artisans is nothing but the people who are supposed to be work with handcraft, or even we can say weavers, such kind of small people. So they will be providing loans to these people. Why particularly traders, artisans, as well as small industries means, nowadays these kind of people have confined to rural areas. Why only in rural areas but not in urban areas? Some and how in urban areas also we can able to see these people, but majorly we are able to see this kind of people or this kind of segments only in rural areas, because the banking activities are not very well developed in India, particularly in rural areas. So these people, they are going to take a chance where the banking activities are not in proper channel. For that reasons, when coming regarding to rural areas, definitely there are no big people as well as very huge traders. Only small people, particularly the farm related activities, and the people who are working very traditional manner, and small industries. For that reason, here we are supposed to say they are going to provide finance to traders, artisans, as well as small industrialists. Ignorance of banking operations. Here I want to make some clarity regarding to this particular thing. Indigenous bankers, they will be operating some things. Indigenous bankers, particularly if you are going to take Marwaris. Marwadis that we are going to say. This Marwadis, what they will be doing? Completely, they will be doing business. Second type, they will be doing business as well as banking activities. And third type, doing more banking activities interrelated with business. So indigenous bankers are of three types. Completely doing business activities. Second thing, mixing up of banking as well as business activities. And third thing, doing more banking activities and less business activities. So ignorance of banking operations. So here banking operations means they are not going to do all kind of banking operations. Just they are going to take only two things, accepting deposit and lending money. Only these two things that they will be doing, but they are not going to perform all kind of banking activities. For that reason, here we are saying ignorance of banking operations. That means they are not having or they are not familiar regarding what the bank is going to do. Because you know, when you are approaching the bank is not only doing acceptance of deposits as well as loans, but rather than that, banks, they are giving much more services. Like they will be acting as an agent of you, and they will be performing activities like payment of your electricity bills, recharge, or tax payments. They are also supposed to support you as legal assistance. And at the same time, the banks nowadays, they are also providing safe lock systems. Like this, the bank, they are giving so many kind of activities, but these people, they are not having such much interest, or they are not going to take that much part of interest, and only they will be doing two things, accepting deposits and lending money. Okay. Okay. Are you having any doubts regarding to this particular characteristics, ma? If yes, please raise hand, or not, give thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Vivo. Thank you, Omar Farhan. Thank you, Hina. Thank you, Sirisha. Okay, let me continue with the topic now. Okay, there are another some characteristics. The previously that we have seen are primary characteristics. Now we are moving to the secondary characteristics of these indigenous bankers. They maintain accounts in their own language. Ma, if you are going to observe in your textbook, they will be not giving own language. They will be giving a terminology called as vernacular language. Once again, I'm repeating, they have given a term called as vernacular language. Vernacular language is nothing but own language. You once again here, own language doesn't mean as mother tongue. It is completely different. Mother tongue is different and own language. Here once again you will be getting some sort of confusion. For that reason, starting what I have said, maintain accounts in their own language, because business transactions are completely different with mother languages. So if once again, if you go to the ages, the speaking will be completely only some sort of terminology will be in our mother language, but trading of business will be according to their locality, according to their local norms. For that reason here, own language means here, according to that locality, what kind of business accounts has to be maintained, that accounts will be maintained over. Simple example, you are having balance sheet. It now there are two different kinds of balance sheet, vertical as well as horizontal. If in that particular area all the people are maintaining horizontal kind of balance sheets, then definitely these people will be also doing the same kind of thing. That is what here we are speaking regarding to. They are going to maintain accounts in their in their own language. Knowledge about customers business and financial standing. Yes, definitely the banks, they will be not having knowledge regarding to the customers. Even though you are supposed to provide KYC, know your customer, still then the banks, they will be not knowing 100%. The banks are not supposed to have 100% knowledge regarding to the customers. Very good instance that we can take regarding to Vijay Mallya, right? So we know the Kingfisher, Vijay Mallya, as well as Nirav Modi, Geetanjali Jewelers, a very big shots. even they are having that much very public image, the banks, they have not estimated the image of these people, and these people, they have done the financial crime and escaped of paying off lot of money to the banks, and it has been happened non-performing assets today. But these indigenous bankers, they will be not doing such kind of mistakes. Already I've said that these people, they are going to operate in small area. Already I've said that the business of these people have been confined to locality itself. Let me say the indigenous bankers of NRPet. That means they will be concentrated only regarding to NRPet itself. That means they will be having relation with the customers. So they will be observing over the movements of the customers. So definitely they will be having a very great knowledge as compared to any other businesses. And financial standing, that means here the financial standing is related to the customer. That means how much worth the customer is able to be happen. If I'm going to that indigenous banker and going to ask for 10 lakh rupee, but he knows my financial stability is only 1 lakh rupee, he is not going to lend me 10 lakh rupee, and he will be restricting me only to 10,000 or 20,000. That is the knowledge that they are going to be happen more than the bankers. Now coming to the close watch over customer activities. That means whenever they have taken money from indigenous bankers, the indigenous bankers, they will be having a keen watch after taking the money, what they are supposed to utilize over. Because when we are approaching over, definitely we will be giving some reason for what purpose we will be asking money. And these people, they will be continuously monitoring regarding to the activities, either if you are successfully using the money for such kind of activities or regarding to another thing. Very good example, if you are approaching the bank and you are asking for either jewel loan, education loan, and some and so. Okay, the bank has been given over, but for some sort you have kept for jewel loan, and the rest of amount you are using for another reason. So the bank is having complete ignorance regarding to the money what you are going to do over. But the people here, the indigenous bankers, as they have been confined to locality, they will be observing your movements in what manner that you are going to use or utilize the money. High sense of responsibility and profit motive. Definitely the responsibility will be very high, because you are not only lending money but also accepting of deposits. That's what we have said. So whenever you are taking money and that money is supposed to rotate it, then definitely it is your responsibility. When any of your customer is supposed to become default, you are going to pay money where you have accepted the money. A, B, C. B is supposed to called as indigenous banker. B has accepted money from A and he has lent money to C. Now C has become default. It is nothing but C has not paid any money to B. Now this is the B who is responsible in order to pay back the money to A. So in this sense, we can say definitely indigenous bankers play or have high sense of responsibility and definitely profit motive. Any kind of business that we are going to take, business means profit motive. In first year, you have studied over business is nothing but buying and selling of goods and services for the sake of profit. Without the sense of profit motive, you are not going to do business. The same kind, the indigenous bankers, they are also having a sense of profit motive. Lend of mortgage of loan, houses, etc. Means whenever I am approaching for loan, once again, these people, they will be also asking for mortgage of land, houses, etc. That means previously you can ask me a question that here few formalities only. I have said there are few formalities, but no formalities. There are formalities, but as compared to the bank, here the formalities are less and delay in time is also very less. If you are going for a bank, then legal opinion has to be happen, a surveyor has to come over, and each and every process will be happen. At least 1 month will be taken time if you want loan. But the same papers, if you are going to take to the indigenous banker, as he is the native person, he will be knowing the value, the worth. At the same time, he will be having some knowledge either the property is belonging to you or not. Then immediately by taking or by pledging your or mortgaging your assets, he will be lending the money. Combine banking business with trading and speculative activity based on common capital fund employed by them. So in the first instance, I have said that the people here, the indigenous banker, they are of three kinds. One, completely doing the business. Second thing, trading the business with banking activities, and third thing, doing more activities interlinking with trading. That's what here once again they have been repeated over. So they will be combining banking business with trade and speculative active business. Speculative activity business is nothing but share market that you can take as example. So that means they will be mixing over. See, if you are supposed to have some vision regarding to the Dalal Street in Mumbai, there are some people completely they will be investing money only in this share market. They will be not doing any activities. Just they will be doing purchase of shares and sale of shares daily. So these people also what they will be doing, they will be combining banking business as well as trade business with speculative activity. Okay, these are the secondary characteristics of indigenous bankers. Any more doubts more regarding to the secondary characteristics of indigenous bankers? If yes, please raise hand. If not, please give thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Now, let us see what are the disadvantages, and this is the end part of the indigenous bankers today. Mixing banking and non-banking business. So in the last point also I have said that they are going to mix banking as well as non-banking business. Non-banking business it means the trading activities. So whenever you are going to mix both the things, then it will be going in wrong manner. Because if you are going to concentrate only on one board, definitely you will be going to reach over. If you are supposed to travel on two boards, then definitely no boat will be going to reach your destination. The same thing here will be also happen. If they are going to mix banking and non-banking business, if both are going to be in depression mode, then how you are going to survive over? So this is the greatest disadvantage when they are going to mix the banking as well as non-banking businesses. And next coming unorganized banking system. So in the diagram I have shown organized as well as unorganized. So under unorganized we have taken indigenous bankers, at the same time private money lenders as well as cheat funds. So if you are going to take the example of cheat funds in the place of these indigenous bankers, you know, uh, these cheat funds are today called as cheat funds because they will be showing the higher rate of interest to the common public, and the people they will be investing their money in these cheat funds. Once after pulling up the money, within night they are going to turn the board over, and we the common public we are going to be in bad position. So why all these things are going to be happen means apex system is not there in order to regularize these things. If you are going to take any banking industry at the public or private sector, particularly speaking regarding to public sector, even when the bank it is going to bankrupt, that means when non-performing assets are more and the banks it is not getting any profit as feasibility, then RBI it will be supporting. And even if any bank, let us take the example of Punjab National Bank where it has given 2,500 crores to Nirav Modi. So definitely RBI, it will be looking regarding to the matter, and definitely the things will be changing on. Once again, if you are going to take the instance of ICICI Bank where Chanda Kochar and Videocon instance has been happened, definitely the system is there in order to regularize the things. But when coming regarding to this unorganized sector, whatever the rate of interest that they want to happen, definitely they will be happen. They will be accepting deposits for lower interest rates. Let me say for 1 rupee, and they will be lending the same amount to the needy customers for 5 rupees or 10 rupees. Then who are supposed to question them, and who are supposed to put them in court? No one. So this is the major problem of unorganized banking system. Next, insufficient capital. Already I have said that there is a slight difference between money lenders as well as indigenous bankers. Money lenders, particularly, they will be lending money only out of their pockets. Whatever the capital that they are having, they will be rotating their capital out of their pockets itself. But these indigenous bankers, they will be not doing such activities. What they will be doing, they will be accepting the money as well as the same money will be rotated in market. So when the people they are not ready to invest their money, very good example, take this period, the corona period. All the people they are not having salaries, or somehow they are not able to generate the income resources. Then if you are not having generation power of income, then how you are going to save that money, or how you are going to save that money. So when the source of income when the source of income has been reduced over, then definitely your lending power will be also reduced over. So this is the major defect where insufficient capital has been happened. Right. Marriage deposit business. Marriage deposit business is nothing but, once again here these people, they will be playing some sort of safe game. That means already I've said that a good example regarding to A, B, C. When C has become default, then definitely B, an indigenous banker, he will be responsible to pay back the money to A. That means here the B, he will be very cautious while taking money and lending money. So what he will be doing, as a risk part is very much more on his shoulders, he will be also trying to reduce that risk part. So he will be accepting the money in less quantum. That means from each and every person he will be accepting, let me say 10,000 rupees, 20,000, but he will be not accepting 1 crore, 10 crore, 20 crores. That is supposed to call as marriage deposit business. That means playing a safe game is called as marriage deposit business. Next, higher interest rate. Just now we have said regarding to the unorganized banking system. As this is an unorganized banking system and there is no apex council in order to fix how much of rate of interest has to be happen. Even you are having knowledge regarding to the banking system where RBI for every quarter, it will be either altering or fixing the deposit rate. For every 3 months, the RBI, it will be gathered together and it will be reviewing over, and it will be fixing the cash reserve ratio, liquid reserve ratio, and whatever the things that it might be happen. But here there is no such apex council. So it is the individuality of that particular indigenous banker, whatever the rate of interest that he want to charge over. And if that particular person who is approaching to him is nearer, the interest rates might be differ over. Once again, A has lent over money to C and D. For C, he has lent over for 5 rupees, and for D, he has lent over for 2 rupees. It is his interest. So, as this is an unorganized sector, there are no such rules and restrictions. Whatever the things that he want to charge over, definitely he will be charged over. As he is having a chance to charge a higher rate of interest, definitely he will be taking a chance to pose a higher rate of interest towards his customers. Next, defective lending. So defective lending, once again, it has been linked regarding to the marriage deposit business. What I have said over, so in marriage deposit business, he will be playing a safe role. That means he will be accepting only 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. In such small norms, he will be accepting deposits. For that reason, in the third instance, once again, insufficient capital that we have said over. When he is accepting low deposit, when insufficient capital is there, then definitely defective lending that we can say. That means whatever the amount that you are going to request him, he will be not able to provide over. Whatever in his mind that he will be happen over, only that much amount that he will be giving over. Just now I have said that if I want 10 lakh rupee, as he knows what is uh, my level to repay back the money, he will be giving only 1 lakh. So this is called as defective lending. And next, unproductive loans. That means as this is an unorganized system, what will be happen? There is a chance of the customers, they will be waiving of their loans. That means the people, very good example, if in case of bank, when non-performing assets are there, then they will be written off. But here the written off will be not possible. Definitely it has to be payback by this particular fellow. So when you have given the loans to artisans that I have said, that means either farmers or handcraft people or for weavers. If these people, they have not generated any income, then definitely we can say such kind of loans are unproductive because they are not giving any kind of interest to you. Next, secrecy of accounts. Yes, already we have said that these people, they will be maintaining vernacular language. At the same time, they will be maintaining accounts of their own locality. And these people, they will be not disclosing the facts of the business to any people. Because government, already we have said that the government, it will be not asking, or government hand will be completely taken off from this kind of business. That's why we are calling as unorganized banking system. As it is an unorganized system, the people are completely freedom either to maintain accounts or not to maintain accounts. So the maintenance of accounts only is for their record purpose, but not to disclose the facts to common public or for the government purpose. Exploitation of customers. So if you are going to see regarding to the fifth point, higher rate of interest that we have said, whenever I am going for the sake of money, then definitely as he will be taking a chance and he will be exploiting by charging higher rate of interest. And no control of reserve bank. Already it is a repeated point, and sorry I was not supposed to repeat the same point. Yes. Discouragement to bill market. So discouragement to bill market. So discouragement to bill market is nothing but here it will be these people whenever they are doing the discounting of bill, then you are not going to approach to the bank. So if you are having the concept or knowledge regarding to the discount of bills, then this point will be able to understand. Simple example, I am a businessman and a customer has approached me and he has purchased 10 lakh worth of goods, but he is not paying any rupee. But he has asked me to draft a bill, and I have drafted a bill on that particular customer. And in order to run my business, what I am doing, I am discounting this bill in bank. That is called as discount of bill. But when these people, particularly they are dealing in hundis or bill of exchange, then definitely this can be become a discouragement to bill market. That means the people will be not approaching to the banks. The people, the business people, they will be approaching to these kind of people. And we can say definitely the bills of exchange will be reduced in the market, and these people, they will be once again taking the chance and lend the money for bills. So these are the things regarding to the indigenous banker. Okay, I have been left over with 5 minutes, ma. Now I am giving permission. If you are having any doubts, please raise your hand. Have you understood the topic, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, once again, for your purpose, for your examination purpose, for five marks question, they will be asking what are the characteristics of indigenous banker. For long answer question, they might be asking for you the difference between indigenous banker as well as money lender. From this topic, only these two things will be covering for your public examination.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Still any more doubts, students?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, ma, I have been left over with 3 minutes. If you are having any doubts, not only particularly regarding to this topic, regarding to the yesterday's topic, or any other such thing, you can ask over. If not, I will be ending the session. If yes, please give thumbs up. Only one person has responded. Okay, thank you. Okay, ma. Have a wish you a happy Diwali and have a safe Diwali, ma. Thank you.
Same to you, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you very much.